Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. I've kind of had some stuff going on lately, so I haven't been posting regularly. So that means I've got a few weeks worth of books to show here. So these are comics I've got in for the last few weeks of October. So starting off, we have DC Connect, Marvel Previews, and IDW Monthly. So these are the catalogs for comics that are going to be coming out in a couple months. And so getting into the books here, we are starting off with kind of a heartbreaker here. So this is Batman and Robin Year 1, number 12. And so this is the last issue of this series. So this has been Mark Waid and Chris Samnee kind of telling an early tale from Batman and Robin's career. And this book has been solid. I cannot highly recommend this book enough. I know some collections are going to be out in time for Christmas. If you haven't read this and you're a Batman fan, you definitely should be picking this up. I don't know what they're going to do after this. They haven't announced yet if Waid and Samnee are moving over to another book. I know they've worked together a few times before, so fingers crossed that they've got something else in the works. And again, just been a great book, so sad to see it go. Next, we have issue 1102 of Detective Comics. And again, just kind of continuing Tom Taylor's run here, so looking forward to that. It's been a solid book. Then we've got issue 13 of Absolute Batman. And so this introduces the Absolute version of Catwoman. Looks like she's connected to Black Mask somehow. Then we've got the next to last issue of Batman Dark Patterns. So this is number 11. Again, another really solid miniseries of Batman that's wrapping up. We've got another one coming up here too, with Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, number 9. So I got the regular Tim Sale cover, and then I've been picking up all the individual mugshot variants by the artists that are doing the interiors of the books. So this is the Chris Samnee Catwoman mugshot cover. And then we have issue 10. Again, the last issue of this book too, and so I got the Two-Face mugshot variant cover here for that. Again, another good book that's wrapping up. Then we have Batman and Robin number 25. I got the Clayton Crane variant. I just really like this cover. And sort of a Pattinson style Batmobile there in the background. Next we've got issue 3 of Immortal Legend Batman. And so I got the regular Dan Mora cover and then the variant, which is on more of a cardstock type cover. Then we've got Batman Superman World's Finest number 44. And so it looks like we're getting another story here with Robin and Supergirl. There was an issue, like issue 8 maybe of the series, where they went out on a date and it just kind of went bad. So looking forward to this. Then moving on to Superman, we've got Action Comics number 1091. And it looks like maybe things are coming to a head here with Captain Comet. Then we've got Action number 252. And so this is a reprint facsimile edition of the first appearance of Supergirl. I went ahead and got the shiny foil variant of that. Then we've got the next issue of Superman. This is issue 31. And they have legacy numbering on here too. So this is legacy number 874, it looks like. I think that's what that says. It looks right to me. It's pretty tiny though. I might be reading that wrong. But again, that's if you continue the numbering from all the different volumes of Superman from, the 40s to now. And this is a DC KO tie-in. And as you can probably tell from the stack here, I'm not really into DC KO. I'm not reading it. I might go back and read it once it shows up on the DC app, but it just doesn't sound very interesting to me, so I'm kind of not worried about it. Then we've got Superman Unlimited number 6. And so this is another Mark Spears variant cover, again, based on the old DC cards from the 90s. But as I've said before, I really don't like the border they're putting on this. It doesn't match the old cards. So I've already pre-ordered some of these, but those will probably be the only ones I get. Then we've got another DC KO tie-in with Justice League Unlimited, number 12. Again, I'm just kind of getting the DC KO tie-ins for the books I'm already getting monthly. Then we've got Green Lantern Corps number 9. This is continuing a crossover with the main Green Lantern book, but I'm just picking up Corps right now, so I'll see if I can follow that. Then moving on to some of the indie books, we've got Star Trek Lower Decks number 12. And going to Marvel, we've got Fantastic Four number 10. This is the Return of Doctor Doom, so this is another facsimile edition from the first year of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's run on the Fantastic Four book. So I got the regular, and then I got another shiny foil metallic cover there for that, as I've been getting with all those. Then from Mad Cave, we've got the Dick Tracy Halloween special. And I think this took the place of like a regular Dick Tracy book this month too, so I picked that up. I got issue 12 of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles run from Jason Aaron. Again, heard good things about this, but as every month I'm still way behind on Turtles. And then we've got issue 25 of Transformers. So this is starting the new run from Robert Kirkman. And, you know, had to get the metallic cover for that. And then we've got G.I. Joe, also from Robert Kirkman's Skybound, you know, division of Image. Again, both those books have been really good. Then I've got issue 38 of Radiant Black. And I went and got issue 30 of Rogue Sun. I used to buy Rogue Sun, but I kind of dropped it just because I was, you know, reading too much stuff. But I had to get this one because it's a crossover with Spawn, and because the cover references this book here. So this is Spawn issue 9, and so this is the first appearance of Angela. And if you know anything about the history of this character, McFarlane lost this character during a lawsuit. So Marvel actually owns this character now. If you want to know more about that, you can read up about it online. But I would think this would be kind of a contentious thing for McFarlane, but maybe not, because, you know, these guys at Image are doing a crossover and kind of referencing that cover. Now, here's what they look like next to each other. So, yeah, you can kind of see what they're referencing there. Then moving on to EC, we've got issue 4 of Catacomb of Torment. Just a good, you know, horror anthology book. And then I picked this up too. This is also from EC. This is Outlaw Showdown. So this is just a one-shot, I think. And so this is like some more Western stories. So yeah, looking forward to that. Again, you know, EC used to do all kinds of different genres and stuff. They did Bible stories and like educational comics and all kinds of stuff back in the day. So it's cool to see them kind of spreading out and trying different things. Then we've got Star Trek Strange New Worlds. What is it? Seeds of Salvation #2. I'll pick up a Strange New Worlds comic now and then. And then last, we've got Thanksgiving from Ahoy. And so I think this is just a one-shot special by Mark Russell. I like Mark Russell. And, you know, there aren't a lot of Thanksgiving comics out there, so I thought I'd pick this one up. So that's everything I've gotten over the last few weeks. Again, you know, these are already out. Some of these have been on the shelves for probably 3, maybe 4 weeks even. So I'm sure you've seen a lot of these books. You probably have some of them already. Have you read anything? Is there anything really good here I should read right away? Let me know what you've been getting. Let me know in the comments what you think of these books. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X @Detective651. Also on Instagram @Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. Got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.